The objective is to find the value of a polynomial using the remainder theorem and synthetic division. The remainder theorem. If the polynomial f of x is divided by x minus k, then the remainder equals f of k. The remainder theorem is used to find the value of the polynomial. Example number 1. Let f of x equals negative x to the fourth plus 3x squared minus 4x minus 5. We want to find f of negative 3 using the remainder theorem. So we let k equals negative 3, and we get the negative 3 from here. This is your f of k. So we go ahead and we use our synthetic division. The negative 3 is a divisor, so it goes on the outside. You write your coefficients down for your terms. You have your x fourth term, which is negative 1. You do not have an x cubed term, so you have to replace it with a 0. You have your x squared term, which is 3. Your x term, which is negative 4, the coefficient, and the constant is a negative 5. So we know we have to bring down a negative 1. We multiply negative 3 times a negative 1. We get 3. We add 0 plus 3. We get 3. 3 times a negative 3. Get your 9 here. 3 minus 9, you get negative 6. Negative 6 times a negative 3, you get negative 18. Negative 4 minus 18, you get, you get not negative 18, you get positive 18. So negative 4 plus 18, you get 14. And then 14 times a negative 3, you get a negative 42 with the remainder of negative 47. So the value of this polynomial at f of negative 3 is 47, negative 47. We want to note that the remainder theorem is another way to evaluate the polynomial. So if I evaluate the same polynomial at f of negative 3, then all I do is replace negative 3 where I see an x, I replace it with negative 3. You see I have the negative x here, negative 3 in parentheses to the fourth, plus 3 times the negative 3 squared, minus 4 times the negative 3, minus 5. My next line, once I evaluate that, negative 3 to the fourth is 81, but remember I have that negative on the outside, so I just brought down my negative. Negative 3 squared is 9, plus 12 minus 5 here using order of operations. And this is my next line. So I get the same thing, negative 47. So you see that you get the same answer using both methods.